Hey there, BookTube. Noah. Everyone who reads and must converses the channel. Happy New Year. Hopefully everybody had a wonderful holiday season and also um, got everything that their heart desires. And now is having a good start to the new year because we're here to go. We're here to go. Good to go. Hey, Christina. Books, knitting, etc. in the house. So had said, is it starting now or is it starting in a couple of hours? In three hours? Right now. Bam. Here we go. I mean, hopefully it's starting now because starting now. Hey, Jim reads too slow. What's going on, Jim? Happy Friday. Thanks for coming by for sure. I hope everybody is doing well. So there's so much going on there in BookTube and so much going on with me and everything. So it's going to be a really fun live. And there's a lot to talk about, of course, just because I haven't been live since maybe it was around Christmas time because Christmas and New Year's fell on, Saturday, right? So I haven't been able to really make time even for making videos, Hey, Pavio, nice to see you. Happy Friday, brother. Um, yes. Yeah, no, it's not a late one. It's happening now. For some reason, I guess maybe um it's saying a different time, but for me it all looked normal. Hey, Corn Rob or Con Rob. Howdy. Happy Friday. Thanks for coming by. For sure. So, might be a lighter crowd for the live if the timing is not saying what it is good enough. But hopefully, now that the live stream has started, people will just come on in, right? So, I guess first I'll just talk about like current reads because I've been reading some of the greatest stuff. I like to start the new year off with reading things that I know I love. Last year, I read 100 Years of Solitude and did that with a big reading group. And this year, it's kind of a read along action where people are reading Flannery O'Connor, right? One of my favorite authors ever. It's the name of my channel. Everyone who reads it must converse is everything that rises must converge. Is a wonderful, wonderful short story by Flannery O'Connor, and I have a dedicated video to that short story if you're interested to check it out because I love it. But for this month, I'm reading The Violent Buried Away, and I've already read it. I started it on the first, and it's 7 days. I was amazed at how quick I read through this my second go round for sure because it is a very stripped story. I mean, Flannery O'Connor is very focused on her storytelling and all this, right? Hey Jay, yo, um, happy Friday, brother. Thanks for coming by. Flannery O'Connor is like a perfectionist at writing. I hope you enjoy the Three by Flannery J. Jump on some of it, man. If you read some short stories, hit me up because I'll talk about anything Flannery O'Connor. I love her. Super dark, I swear. Happy New Year, everybody. That's what I'm talking about, Tyler. Tyler, thank you for coming by. Happy Friday, brother. For sure. Very cool. I finished The Violent Buried Away today as well, Jim. Just today. What a sledgehammer of a book, right? So, I'll wait until the end of the month because there's a lot of people reading different Flannery O'Connor stuff, right? But I'll wait till the end of the month, and then if anybody wants to get on that is a content creator and talk about The Violent Buried Away, let's do it. Um, I have gotten pretty deep with this book. I love this book, and I've gotten deep with how I understand it. I love A Good Man is Hard to Find. What a great short story. Am I right? Oh, it's a dark. Flannery O'Connor is dark. Um, A Good Man Is Hard to Find might be one of the darkest for sure, but she's dark across the board. Hey, baby, Emily is in the house, in my house, and in the BookTube house. So thank you for coming by, baby. Always cool hanging out, even when we, are doing. Ooh, a cat just pushed into the bedroom. The cats usually don't come by and hang out with me too much. Hey, Haku. But my cat just pushed the door open. I guess I didn't have it closed all the way, right? So Haku's in here. If he comes over here, I'll show him to you guys. Haku is really, really pretty. Oh, I love The River. What a great short story The River is. So much symbolism that's done so well. It shows what Flannery O'Connor's really all about, The River does, because she's a master at symbolism and really using it to its most effective degree. It's awesome. Um, Her books are a masterclass of storytelling procedure in a scary, dark as hell Southern Gothic style. The thing about Flannery O'Connor is that the conflict and the tension are so high pitch that it's almost like it's unsustainable. But she maintains it, and she maintains it for as long as she wants, and she does it with her books very, very well. Even though, you see with her short stories, it's very effective. She's just great, I tell you. A Good Man Is Hard to Find. Good Country People is fantastic, one of the best. And Displaced Person is a great short story too. One of my favorites of all time, Flannery O'Connor short stories is called The Temple of the Holy Ghost. Read it. It's great. So, I've been loving the read of The Violent Buried Away, and I mean, I want to talk about it, but I don't want to necessarily blow up, talking about it before the end of the month because we're doing Flannery or January, and so I'm gonna read some short stories, because I just have time now, and I'm gonna read some short stories by Flannery O'Connor throughout the end of the month and talk in Victoria's Discord. And I'll link the Discord down below. It's it's very, very cool to kind of explore some of what Flannery O'Connor is doing in her short stories, because it's all there's a lot of cultural, political, sociological things that she is commenting on, but everything about her stories is deeply personal to all the characters involved, and they have very, I guess what I want to say is extreme stances. Like, they have ideas and stances that they're taking concerning life and reality that's very solid and hardcore, and in therein lies the problem, right? It's just this, the intensity is ridiculous with Flannery O'Connor. All right, so I'll leave Flannery O'Connor there for now. Unless we want to talk some, I might have some more to say, but coming up on the channel, I'm jumping into some buddy reads. Because Una over at the Codex Cantina had reached out to me before, maybe a month ago, and said that Crypto's taking some time off. He's going to be out, maybe vacation, something, live the life, bro. But he's going to have some time solo reading. And what, do I want a buddy read something? And I said, yeah. anytime. I'll read whatever. So we have settled on 2 buddy reads we're going to do. What's going on, Bookish Bryants? That is Scott and Becky. Nice to see you. For sure. Yes, I will. Nice. So we're going to do Pedro Páramo by Juan Rolfo. And I've read this before. I love this. This was my choice for our buddy read. And I love this book. It's cool as hell. I can't wait to do some content based on this. You see how slim it is? It's powerful. It's like a Twilight Zone. When I show the blue, look how the screen gets. But a very cool book. We're going to have some fun. We're reading this starting now. I mean, I said I'd read it after The Violent Buried Away. So that one's starting now. And then Una's pick is another slim one that's really cool called The Obscene Madam D by Hilda Hilst, sorry. And reminiscent of Clarice Lispector. So I'm all about it. If on the back of the book Lispector's name is, prominent, I'll read it. So check this out. If Lispector's psychotic heroines careen towards Mars, Hills Madame D, in her flight from the body's unparalleled glimmer, implodes. Her god is too small, too obscene to halt her descent into hell. This brief, lyrical, and scalding account of what a mind unhinged recalls the passionate urgency of Artand and de Sade's waking dreams, in which sex and death are forever conjoined, and love's vivid time irretrievably lost. That is Ricky Ducournay. That is the blurb by Ricky Ducournay. I love her. And then Benjamin Moser, the great, wonderful translator of Lispector, that with the New Directions has given us all of her works translated, says, like her friend and admirer Clarice Lispector, Hilda Hilst was a passionate explorer of the sacred and the profane, the pure and the obscene, and shows in the discomforting, hypnotic work just how rarely those categories are what they seem. The translation is excellent, a rare relief. So I can't wait. I think Una had picked a good one here, and this is translated by Nathaniel, just one name, Nathaniel, in collaboration with Rachel Gontio Araro, something like that. Sorry to say, I can't quite pronounce it, but it's a quick read. It's gonna be a quick read. Hey, Mark, nice to see you, brother, for sure. Yep. Happy Friday, everybody. Man, Mark, your house is looking beautiful. And hey, Deb, I hope Deb is hanging out as well. And the house is looking beautiful in the winter, brother. I love, if you don't follow Mark Richardson on Instagram, do it, because beautiful book shelf pictures all the time and pictures of the house. And Mark has a beautiful home for sure. There you go. You want to drink a beer, but you get a sip of a candy bar. What are you doing? What are you doing to me? So, along with the Sacred Madam D and Pedro Páramo, which I'm going to do with Una over at the Codex Cantina. So good. I'm actually have gotten in touch with a very wonderful buddy reader of mine, maybe even what we might call a TBR twin. And we are picking up where we left off with another season of Sundays with Borges. Can you handle it, BookTube? I don't know. We're going to do another season of Sundays with Borges. And I don't know if my partner in crime is coming back for content, but I'm going to do my best to prod her. And her is To the Lit House. Of course, right? But we're right in chronological order of reading Borges. We're at Brody's Report. So there's like 11 stories in Brody's report. And I will. Very cool, very cool. Thank you, Mark. I will be reading those starting now. Just go through some of Borges, always short fiction, right? And we'll do some content. We'll get into Brody's Report. Keep on with the Sundays with Borges. I love Borges. So I can't wait to see kind of where it goes, where he goes, as the years progress. I don't ever, I mean, yeah, we live in Coke country because Coca-Cola, Atlanta, and all that, but I don't drink any sodas myself. I don't drink any sodas myself. Oh yes. Give me a homemade macaroni recipe any day. Love that. Hey Jacob. Hey Jacob. So there's a playlist on my channel called Sundays with Borges where I've done content with a friend, Yasmin, over at another channel named To the Lit House, and we have gone through Borges' writings chronologically from the beginning till Brody's Report. I haven't read Brody's Report yet. So we're hopefully gonna just keep on with it. I'm gonna read them and I'm gonna do content, but it is amazing, mind blowing stuff. Just mind blowing stuff. Yes, Borges all day. Hey Jermaine, happy Friday, and thanks for coming by. Heck yeah. Yeah, you need to jump into some Borges, Tiffany. You'll love it. Get ficciones. Um, get get that collection. That's where to start. It's amazing. Christina, she is totally cool. She started, graduated and started a job and is getting a car and is moving and was doing that whole thing. Take some time to find your place and all that kind of stuff. But hopefully I can draw her back to BookTube. Okay. And not just me, of course, the community, right? Because the community, the BookTube community is so freaking good. And even just the last week or week and a half of my creating content here, I've missed BookTube because I haven't put out a lot of videos. It's been the holidays and all that, right? And so I'm like, man, I miss the community. I'm not talking in comments and you're not interacting with you guys. And so I've missed it. I've really missed it, and I know she does too. Okay. So I'll talk about another thing that I'm reading right now, and I don't need to talk about it a lot because it is a lot. It's big. I could talk about it the whole time. But I'm reading the Zohar. I'm in Zohar Volume 1, and this is, oh my God, is it so beautiful and fun and intellectually stimulating on a way even that Borges is, you know, maybe equivocal, but you know, it's bigger. The Zohar is freaking beautiful and taking over a lot of my thinking. It's beautiful and amazing and mind-blowing and all that kind of stuff. Very cool. Jump into it, buddy. Jump into it for sure. Hey Jack. That's right. That's right. I've been taking art classes. I'm going to do some abstract. No, I'm going to do some interpretive dance to bring people to the book community. There's so many of the books that I'm going to show coming up, if we just kind of keep talking books, that Jack at Rambling Raconteur right here has turned me on to, and some more buddy read action um, that's coming up between us. I had such a fun time reading the posthumous memoirs with you. Art classes, like, hey, Danny, happy Friday. Thanks for coming by. For sure, Danny at Spinelli Speaks. I love your channel. It's so freaking fun. And Danny, this is what I'm reading. Look at this cover. You're gonna do it because you showed up. I'm gonna show early. This is the buddy read with Jack at Rambling Raconteur that's coming up. Bum, bum. Have you read this one? What a cover. It's you know, an where you go get the in what do they call it? Ultrasound. The Future Home of the Living God by Louise Erdrich. So thank you very much, Jack, for suggesting this. It looks great. It's a beautiful book. It's a beautiful book. I might join Kalevala. Kalevala? What is Kalevala? I don't know it. What is it? No, I said yeah, and then I'm like, wait, I already said yeah, and I don't know what it is, so I'm kind of nervous. But it's in November, so I have time, so I could join it, whatever it is. So what do you think about that one, Danny? I would love to I'm gonna buddy read that with Jack at Rambling Raconteur, but I'm sure you could jump in with us if you want. We're thinking about reading it somewhere around mid-February, just in case. Because we're all about some community over here at Everyone Who Reads It Must Converse, right? Very cool. I definitely will share my thoughts. I hear she's amazing. Jack does not, he's not trying to turn me on to somebody that's mediocre. That's for sure. Ain't that right, Jack? Christina's never read her. I can't believe it. I love you, Christina. You have such an amazing range. Hey, Fiction Beast. Nice to see you. Very cool. A Finnish epic. Very cool. Fiction Beast, I swear, if y'all aren't following Fiction Beast, check him out. It's great content. You really put a lot of thought into your stuff, and I really appreciate it. I like it a lot. All right. So another thing that I'm reading, and this is just kind of reading for fun in the margins because this turns out to be one of the craziest and weirdest mind-altering things that I've ever read. The Age of Wire and String by it's stories by Ben Marcus, but it's not stories. This is like almost kind of an encyclopedia. Do you see how small it is? And it feels like an encyclopedia of a culture. Kind of a human culture, but not really. Kind of set here on the earth and in the United States, but not really. And it is so weird and so disorienting that I don't even know what to say about it. So I'm reading it. I can't say that I'm enjoying it. I want to see what it all I want to get it all. So then I can see what kind of wrap up I could do of like what it is. What is this, It's so strange. But I've read like 3/4 of it so far, and I'm gonna finish it like tomorrow. I'll finish it the next time I sit down with it. So, but I don't know. I'm not pushing it, but that's another thing that I'm reading. And it is interesting. It's ultimately, experimental narrative. How it's written on the page and things like that is not experimental in how it's presented, although it is using its own kind of words for things, but it gives you definitions for that. Like I said, it's laid out in kind of a encyclopedia style. But narratively speaking, it's almost like, what kind of story is this telling? What is this a story? It says stories, right? So like, where's the story? It's cool, but it's weird as hell. The Last Report of Miracles, Little No Horse was the best I've read so far by Erdrich. Okay. The Last Report of Miracles at Little No Horse. Okay. Nice, Danny. Thank you so much for that. Um, man, see, you guys are you're trying to mess up my now you're trying to mess up my 2022 plans, okay? Like we gotta booktube, right? So the only other thing that I've got to show that's kind of projected is something that I'm reading starting in February. After Pedro Paramo, after The Obscene Madame D. I'm gonna jump, and I mean I'm gonna read the short stuff, Borges and whatever, while I'm doing that. But the next book after that, after The Obscene Madame D, is Cain by Jose Saramago. That's right. I'm reading another Saramago. And y'all know that my that my love-hate relationship with Saramago, especially his kind of take on biblical narratives with the gospel according to Jesus Christ. But a friend suggested reading Cain. I am down to read another Saramago because I do enjoy the reading, and Saramago is a great writer. So we're reading Cain. It's very short, and I totally expect to rip this book apart. Not on the book's merits, because Saramago writes a good book. In stylistically, and in it's well done, the storytelling and that kind of thing. But his opinion and his framing of reality, how he looks at the world and how he looks at what it means to be human and what we're here for, kind of stuff, is so not my thing. He's very materialistic, antagonistic towards belief systems. Of course, more pointedly, Western belief systems and Christianity, more pointedly. But it's not just that. It's that when you throw the baby out with the bathwater, right? It's like the Christian God, how it has been presented to you by people in your life, may have rubbed you the wrong way, for sure. And therefore, you might not resonate with the Christian doctrine and Christian way of framing things. Sure, fine. But, there's at that point or soon after that, if you go to a completely materialistic, atheistic, no belief systems, even philosophically speaking, are valid, then there's plenty of room for error in that kind of leap. So I see that kind of thing with Saramago. I see that kind of thing with Saramago for sure. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's right. Cain done nothing wrong. That's right. Hey, Jason. Jason Harrigan back on BookTube. Talk about the BookTube hooks being put in, right? Jason, I loved your video earlier. I loved it. I wanted to watch it again before I put a comment down because you show so much stuff and you really get into some cool stuff. It's great to hear your thoughts, brother. Thank you very much for sharing with us some more, right? Yeah. Well, good for you, Christina, on that comment right there. Good for you. It's not perfect. The History of the Siege of Lesbon, I have not read it, and I wonder if Christina has read it. That's right. Ooh, we're going to be raising Cain in February. That's right. Very cool. Jason is a doppelganger. Ain't that right? All right. So the rest that I got to show as far as books is a haul, but I wanted to show you my dad. And my dad taught me how to play guitar. And he's a really good guitar player and was really, hey, Celia, happy Friday. Thanks for coming by. And you're a badass. Thank you for coming by. I hope that you see in the back some of the books that I've showcased. And if you got an interest in them, look at earlier in the video or just ask me. I'll talk about them some more too. Yeah, Saramago, right? I don't I I really I can't wait to talk about Cain after reading it. I'm reading it with the Chatting Lit podcast. On my channel, I have a video where it's me and two other guys talking Thomas Pynchon, and we went for like an hour and a half, right? It was because it was for a podcast named the Chatting Lit podcast. So I'm reading Cain with that guy. David is his name. The guy that runs the Chatting Lit podcast. And check it out. He's really cool. He's a really nice guy. So my parents, yeah, right. My dad loves Rush. He grew up in Jersey, northerner, up there with you guys, Mark and Steve Donahue, New Englander, you know. He lived in upstate New York for a while. He lived in Jersey for a long time. And my dad loves Rush and played Rush and taught me how to play Rush when I learned guitar. And I love Rush. I love Rush. But I got a record player, a vinyl record player, last Christmas before this current one, and sit over the whole year I was searching for Rush albums. Right, I found 3, and one of them I bought new, so I only found 2 albums used where I could, get it. So Rush is not something that you find, and you can just pick up on the hunt like I like to do. So I'm gonna show what my dad got me for Christmas. Thank you, Rebecca. And yeah, it was so cool hitting 2,000 on the first 2 years after I started my channel. So 1,000 subs a year, bring it on, baby. Very cool. The Tane, my stepdad. He has a different last name than me. I call him my dad. He's my dad for sure. And so it's Down Tane is his name. We call him Tane. Quite a bit. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, right. Practically Georgia. Get out of here, Mark. Get out of here with that. Georgia, dude, I'll be lucky if I see one snowflake this year. I haven't seen snow. I'm not gonna see snow. You know? Oh my God, Neil Peart. Today is the day, Neil Peart. Uh Okay. So he got me Permanent Waves. But and the epic, amazing album, Permanent Waves. But not just Permanent Waves. He got me the 40th anniversary edition vinyl of Permanent Waves. Look at this. This is a box set, right? So in the 40th edition Permanent Waves, we have the uh, original Permanent Waves album, a book of the 40th of anniversary of Permanent Waves. That's very cool, and I thought I'd show just a little bit because it is the anniversary of Neil Peart's um death just a year ago, and so here's a young, you know, Rush during the Permanent Waves era, and it's very cool to have this 40th anniversary. I got the regular album, and then there's two vinyls. There's a complete album of live tracks that are from the tour of the Permanent Waves tour. Right? Exactly. That's right. My dad. So this live album is great. It has everything. So many it has everything from Permanent Waves. But then it has things from Hemispheres and A Farewell to Kings and even uh the trees and Bytor and the Snow Dog is on here. It's just great. Totally great. Um this is all Rush, by the way. If I haven't made that clear, what I'm going to show here is all Rush. So I really have an affinity for the Power Windows era and the Hold Your Fire era. Rush. I love this. Right, right, right. We might get some snow. We'll see. So I love Hold Your Fire. It's an amazing album. This is just really, bare bones. But Force 10, Time Stands Still, Prime Mover, Lock and Key, Mission, Turn the Page, so many epic tracks on Hold Your Fire. And so he got me Hold Your Fire because he knows I love it. And then let's see, what else do we got? He got me Rush's first live vinyl, which is called All the World's a Stage. Look at this epic. It's just Pert's drum set. The stage ready to go with the guy from Hemispheres with the pentagram from 2112. Right? And on this live is everything that you want from early Rush. The very earliest Rush. We got Anthem, Fly By Night, In the Mood, Something for Nothing, Lakeside Park, the full 2112, Bytor and the Snow Dog, In the End, Working Man, Finding My Way. All right. And more. It's an epic album. So I'm gonna show you some of the pictures that are in here. It's just great. And the albums that were out at the time is the original Rush self-titled, Fly By Night, Caress of Steel, and 2112. I love it. I like old Rush. I do. The 70s era Rush. And so my daughter Fiona, who's 14, was going to get me a I've seen them live. I've seen them live. We Emily and I saw uh Rush live. It was epic. So epic. Amazing. Hey Gina. Nice. You named a kitten Getty. I love it. I love it. Nice to see you, Gina. Happy Friday. For sure. Um, yeah, my daughter, my 14-year-old daughter Fiona has had asked me, what do you want for Christmas? And it's like, what do you say to your daughter, right? I said, get me a record if you want to get me something for Christmas, pick out something that you like even because I'd love to. Oh my God. Um Geddy Lee is an amazing musician. He's he's one of the greatest bass players ever, and he's the frontman for Rush. It's crazy, what Geddy Lee did. So, but Fiona, unknown to me, also bought me a Rush album, and she bought me 2112. So, um, epic, right? I was so happy. 2112 is so good. I've listened to it time and time again. Look at these guys in their you know, togas, right? What you doing? Nobody was doing this. They got a lot of crap back in the day, but they stand the test of time now. And so that's what I got for uh just a haul of Rush vinyls. And what I had before, what I have found is A Farewell to Kings, one of my favorite albums. I love A Farewell to Kings. And Power Windows. I had this one already, and I love this era of Rush. Power Windows is an amazing album. And then I have A Show of Hands. This is the live album that they released um at that time. The Power Windows, Signals, Hold Your Fire, Grace Under Pressure era. And I love this show. This is the show that has YYZ on the album, and on the live they do YYZ live, and Neil Peart does his drum solo. It's called The Rhythm Method, and it is amazing. So this is the one that I bought new. When I saw this in a record store, I said, okay, if I'm gonna buy a new record, this is one I'll buy. And it's amazing. Neil Peart's drum solo. Uh, if you just look, if you don't know what I'm talking about, look up Rush. YYZ is the name of the song, and then drum solo, and prepare to be mind blown. It's amazing. Very cool. Am I right? I know, right? I mean, well, it was a whole package that just had like 5 albums in it. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. My parents really went all out this Christmas. I have so many CDs, Tyler. I have probably 600 CDs, and I love all of them. I have a lot of stuff. And so I have a lot of CDs. I have a lot of, I love music, and I've always been into music like that. Getty. I love it. Nice. See, Fiona be listening. Them kids be listening, right? They know what's up. All right. So I'll leave not the glossy one, right? Okay. So I did hit a Goodwill. This was like, a week ago or something. I did hit a Goodwill, and in this Goodwill was more amazing books than I ever had seen in a Goodwill at one time. It was ridiculous what I found. So and I took it as a sign. I said earlier that I'm reading uh, those two books, Pedro Paramo and The Obscene Madame D, with Una over at the Codex Cantina, right? But the Codex Cantina is doing this year in the later part of the summer, the July, August, that kind of time. They're calling it Summer of Snopes, and they want to read William Faulkner's Snopes trilogy and do a read along by it, right? Well, I didn't own any of the Snopes trilogy, and I was like, well, I got a lot to do, right? Yeah, that's right. That's right, baby. Yeah, there you go. So, I was looking to get into it if I could, because I need more Faulkner. I'm gonna read uh Light in August this year, but why not read the Snopes trilogy with my boys? But I didn't own any of them, and I walk into this Goodwill and I see a Fable by William Faulkner, uh, unread. Look how like just completely unread this is. It's crazy. So a Fable, and then the Town and the Hamlet. These are book one and book two in the Snopes trilogy, right here. So I think the third one is called The Mansion, and so here we go. I'm set, and I will be jumping in and doing the Snopes trilogy later this year with the Codex Cantina boys, because Faulkner is amazing. I mean, Faulkner's just amazing, completely amazing. So I need more. I want to see what it's about. I want to see where we're at, and we'll see, right? It'll be fun to talk about that kind of stuff in any capacity with Una and Crypto. Some great guys, really funny. Yeah, yeah. You see some Faulkner at Goodwill's for sure. Nice. Yeah, let's do it, Tyler. When I say it, there's a few people, quite a few people that are looking to read Light in August as their next Faulkner, and they have it on their shelf. So they're ready to go. They're ready to go. Awesome. Um, I picked it up. I already own a copy of this, but I picked it up because Jay over at The World According to Jay. It's a great channel. He's really, really funny. He focuses more on indie press, independent and small press publications, and horror. But I really like his content, and he's super entertaining. So I hit him up and I said, "Look, he said he was going to read this book. So I said, "Look, let's read Miss Lonely Hearts and the Day of the Locust. Let's buddy read it." Right? I already have a copy of this. I picked this up from the Goodwill because this is $1 or $1.50 at Goodwill, and I can give it away. I can give it away on our buddy read. We'll buddy read it. We'll do some content, and I'll give this book away. Miss Lonely Hearts, I am looking forward to so much. It comes so highly recommended, and I really don't have any idea what I'm getting into because I've avoided it. I've avoided any talking about it because, right when I hear something lauded like that, I'm like, okay, well, I'll read it for sure. So then I haven't heard much anything about it. So I had got it for a giveaway, pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah, that's right. Danny and Noah to save. Let's do it. We are saving the books. And I mean, it's crazy. I'm about to show you even more. Very cool. Very cool, Christina. What'd you think about it? All right, so here comes three of the most unexpected authors and you know, maybe hard to find authors that I found at the Goodwill. This same trip. This is all from one Goodwill trip. I'm telling you, it was ridiculous and so damn fun. So, what he say? Oh yeah, no, at the Goodwill that I picked this haul up at, they had two complete sets of the Left Behind books and more, for sure, for sure. So I found this one is not so rare, but I found The Tree of Smoke by Dennis Johnson. I've never read any Dennis Johnson at all. So this may be my first. It's unread. Look at this. Maybe read once. Maybe read once by somebody who doesn't, break the spine, because there is a dog ear. Like, hey, don't you have a receipt? Don't you have a receipt? Don't you have a piece of paper laying around? I mean, what kind of animal? And now that I'm looking at before that dog ear, there's a lot. There was quite a few dog ears. So, it's a reading copy. Whatever, right? And it was like $2 paperbacks at Goodwill, baby. That's where I do. That's what I do. I love them. I love the paperback Goodwill deal, right? Yeah, you always see the Twilight books. I always see 50 Shades of Grey, for sure. I see 50 Shades more than I see Twilight. And I don't ever see Harry Potter, as far as like popular stuff. But the Left Behind books, every time. I mean, I could get a full set of Left Behind hardcover, tomorrow for like, $10. Yeah, I don't break spines either. So even getting, okay. Well, Tyler, Dennis Johnson gets a bad rap by some kind of readers and lauded by others. So when there's this kind of polarity in readership, some love and like laud him as an amazing writer, and then some don't. I just kind of think, you know, that's the kind of author that I want to go for. And I think you do too, because we want something special. We're not looking for the same old thing, right? Right. Use a random thing nearby. What is flat that is within arm's reach? Bookmark. Boom. It's a bookmark. I mean, I got bookmarks everywhere. I got bookmarks everywhere. But, if I didn't have a bookmark, I still have bookmarks everywhere, right? Nice. Nice. In used bookstores, Harry Potter's everywhere. For sure. But in Goodwills, not so much. Nice. Wow. Thank you very much for coming by my live. But that's the first time that I've gotten a comment that I have no idea what it is. It might be some trolls. Am I getting some? Wait, have I made it? Have I made it? Am I big on YouTube now? There you go, Celia. There you go. Had a library textbook. Yes. Bacon. Oh no. You know what? The worst thing ever. I don't mind dog ears in the context of talking about it like this, because the freaking worst thing ever is when somebody is reading a book and they throw their pencil or their pen inside of it and close the book and completely not just break the spine, but break the binding. What are you doing? What are you doing when you do, if you're going to be like that with something that you're reading? Um, I had read, I'm reading the Zohar, and I was looking for some Zohar books before I had bought my set, and I saw one on eBay for like $10, which is crazy for, what this is. But the book itself at the spine had a bubble, and then it went down because somebody had thrown a pencil in there and used a pencil as their bookmark and completely destroyed the book. Completely destroyed the book. Do it, do it, do it. Look, now I have to upgrade, baby. Now I have to upgrade. You know what I got to do? I got to promote one of you guys. Mark, no. Tiffany, wait. Danny, okay? I got to promote one of you guys to be a moderator for my channel so you can handle all my spammers and my because I've made it now, I need some people to handle my trolls, right? I've made it. That's right, baby. 2,000. Now I'm getting spammed. What's happening? This is awesome. Of course they're bots. Look at this thing. Do not click on one. Tyler, you are very, very courageous, and I dig that about you. I dig a lot of things about you, Tyler. Especially that you're a booktuber. That's probably the thing. My daughter used a banana. I love it. I love it. Love it, Tiffany. Hey, Jack, no worries, brother. And you can check out more, what I've gone through if you want later. It's gonna be up. But I love to have you. Hey, Trish. Hey, Trish. Happy Friday. Thank you for coming by, for sure. I'm gonna try to get caught up here. Yeah, hope everybody has a great weekend for sure. For sure, for sure. Spam worthy, baby. Christina, thank you very much for that. No, you don't have to report them. They're part of my fan base. Don't report them. We'll handle it everyone who reads it must converse. Okay? Bring them in. How much does a moderator get paid? A moderator gets paid a whole lot of gratitude. A whole lot of gratitude. For sure. Is it because of the vinyl? Is it because I said Rush a bunch of times? Aw, nice. Very cool, Jason. See? I wish I had found a 50-pound note. Wait. I might rather the Polaroids, Hey, Alexa. Happy Friday. Nice to see you, brother. I'm here at the end, but it is very cool to see you, and all good. All good that you're late, And I know, right? This is an amazing live. You guys are making it so fun tonight. Okay. Yeah. Do your read along, Becky. It's so good to hang with you. For sure. Jason found Mark's old Polaroids. Yes, that's right. You get paid in a whole lot of gratitude. All right. So the last two, I'm going to show two more and then I'm going to bust off real quick. I found a Richard Brautigan. He wrote In Watermelon Sugar and a couple of other books that I have, but I haven't read any Brautigan. In Watermelon Sugar was recommended to me in the capacity of a book that I wish I could experience again for the first time. So I said, "Oh, well, I gotta read it then, if it's a book that somebody wishes that they could have read again for the first time." When is the beard getting shaved, Lucas? You can take that out of here, brother. The beard's not getting shaved. Who says that? Oh, you know what? I think I might shave my beard. Who says that? No, not me. Nobody over here. And definitely not in the winter, brother. Okay? My beard is uniquely fitted for where I'm at in life right now. So, I mean, this has 3 books in it. I got this at the Goodwill. Look at it. I got it at the Goodwill. It has a Confederate general from Big Sur, Dreaming of Babylon, which is like a noir that is, just crazy. It looks like, but people have said Dreaming of Babylon is their favorite Brautigan book. You're so funny, baby. Yeah, right. Maybe Mark, but maybe not. I don't care. You know, I mean, I dealt with the balding at a very young age, so I'll deal with the gray. I don't care. I'm just gonna do with it, right? Um, Dreaming of Babylon, and then the Hawkline monster. The Hawkline monster is actually like a bizarre, weird, like monster story. So I can't wait. I mean, it's unbelievable, right? I mean, it's not in the best shape. Look, it's not. It's been read, but the spine is really, really in good shape. There's no creases. It hasn't been broken, but it's been read a couple of times, and there's inscription. I love it. The sun, all right, on the back flap, the sun, friendship, and love. Burn the new and ignore the old. Only hope finds perfection. Thank you, Pandora, for the tan. That's what it says. Somebody wrote that. So thank you very much for inscribing my Brautigan and for giving it up because now it can go along and I'm gonna read it. I mean, I'm gonna read In Watermelon Sugar first, and then I might move to this because this is a real cool collection to kind of get turned on to Brautigan, right? Nice, very cool. And then I found a Harry Cruise. I don't own any Harry Cruise except for one book that I did on a book exchange with Juan at Plagued by Visions. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can catch up. Did I miss a lot? um, it's gotten down to like the 20s and the teens the last couple of days. But, not much, right? In Fahrenheit, 20s and teens. I know how you handle them, that's for sure. Yeah, it is, right? What an amazing find. Poetry, cool. Yeah. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark. Y'all are cool. Oh my God, 7 degrees. Bundle up, Danny. Ah! Okay, so last book I'm going to show is Harry Cruise, Body. Um, Harry Cruise is kind of a Southern Gothic writer. I haven't read anything by him. You can't find Harry Cruise stuff. So Harry Cruise is just a name that I have kept in mind for over a year and been looking for books like just whenever I come across and see what I find and I'm going to read some, right? and I don't find anything. So Juan at Plagued by Vision sent me his childhood memoir, and it actually is a very atmospheric, setting driven memoir that is, and he grew up in the South, Southern Gothic style is how it plays. But this is a fiction book called uh or called Body, and it says a tragic comedy. So, maybe this will be first, maybe not. Um, I'll start with his memoir probably first if I have my choice between what I own now. But I'd like to get even something better by Cruz and just go for something that is like, universally loved and said to be, one of his favorite or something like that, right? So that's my thoughts about Cruz. I haven't read anything by him to know what he's really about. Yeah, karate is a thing of the spirit for sure. And man, so much of his stuff just looks awesome. But I want to start with something really, really strong. I want to really enjoy my first Harry Cruz, right? Yeah, yeah. It all comes back around, Jason. Full circle. Look, a young Richardson. A young Mark Richardson. Blah! I love it. All right, BookTube. This was fun. Thank you very much for coming by. And for real, when it comes down to it, I've missed you guys. I've missed being less active than I have been through the holidays. This community is great. It really, really makes me feel um, part of something bigger than just myself, right? And we love some books. I've loved the New Year's content because everybody is showing so many books. And so here's my throwing in for that, right? Y'all have a good night. Thank you very much for everybody coming by. Pavio, you're the best. Um, Mark Richardson, Jason Harrigan, awesome to see you, brother. Tiffany, a beautiful minutia, and Danny, uh, what an amazing person. And Christina and Jay, everybody that comes by and has had some fun with me tonight. Y'all make it great. And always, as always, the core, you know, the core, right? Which is always, Tyler and Gorvidal. Didn't see him tonight, but maybe that was a time thing with this kind of way it was set up. But all good. It was wonderful seeing everybody. Hey, Fit to be Read. You show up right at the end. Happy New Year. All good. Anyways, Happy New Year. Great to see you. Yep, we've only started with the cold weather, so we'll see how it goes. Good night, all. Have a good one.